Fun classes and workshops help to create these masterpieces that you may have seen on our office walls. On this month's Eye on the Poconos, we meet a growing community of artists that have been creating their own masterpieces at Kettle Creek Pottery in Snydersville. January marked Kettle Creek's one-year anniversary. The studio has seen hundreds of artists of all experience levels craft pottery projects of all types. Join us as we take a look at why this business is becoming so popular here in the Poconos.
Kathy, hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. We moved from the Northern Virginia area. We found this property that's zoned commercial, and we have our Brick Chapel studio, our Red Schoolhouse gallery and studio space, and a little green cottage, which is our outbuilding.
I have always wanted to do something like this.
We do pottery hand building workshops. We do session classes, drop-in classes, also private groups, which is what we're hosting today.
We work in special education, and it is a way to get together and just relax and release and come together as friends.
I'm going to go through the whole process. There's a lot of forgiveness in clay, so I think that's why I like it so much. Hand building. A lot of people aren't sure what that is. It's not pottery on the wheel. It's way more accessible. We've got needle tool, scoring tool, a rubber rib, and a brush. I've been a potter for about 20 years. I picked it up when my kids were young as just a hobby. And the first thing we'll do is with this flat side of the rubber rib is we're gonna drag that along the surface. It cleans up your slab. Over time, just started selling gradually, started teaching, and finally just opened my own studio. 2017 in Northern Virginia. That studio got torn down. So when we knew that was upcoming, we started casting the net a little further. We saw a travel and leisure article that listed Stroudsburg as a place to retire. I went to Zillow, and this is the first thing that popped up. I kid you not. An artist had lived here previously. The Yellow House, that's where we live, and that house was built in 1783. And then these outbuildings were built in the 1800s. So this was a gamble, and we have just met with such success, we can't even believe it. We've had over 2,000 people through the doors in a year. Returnees, folks that come in for session classes that have made this now their hobby, their place, you know, where you meet people, you see acquaintances, maybe you form deeper relationships, but it's that solid place that's always here. Texture stamps with design, texture mats, and there's lace. You will literally just roll the material into the clay. It makes fabulous, fabulous pattern.
Stop it.
Isn't that cool?
Once a month, we try to find fun things to do. We were looking for something more hands-on, and here we are making mugs, trying to figure out what we want to do because there's just so much to do and so many ideas, and we're so excited for that final product.
I still see some look great.
I do it a little bit harder. This next generation of folks, they want to experience it. They want to stare at a white wall, at a piece of art. They want to get their hands on it. It makes everyone happy. So I think we're onto something here.
Booking your appointment at Stroudsburg Eye Specialist just got easier. All you have to do is scan the QR code here. More on this exciting new feature in a bit, but first let's continue our visit at Kettle Creek Pottery.
Stand up when you do this so you'll get a nicer design in there. I work with clay. We either form it into a shape on the potter's wheel, or with hand building, we use patterns, templates, molds. We're gonna make a mug out of this. Hold on to the template and then cut. You're dragging it along the table. You cannot hurt it, don't worry. This is the most important part. Put the saran wrap on the clay, and right on that corner, you're gonna press. And so on the right side, about a 1/4 inch, I'm going to score and wet. And this is how you attach things in pottery. It's a lot like sewing, honestly. We're gonna get our hands under here, and we're just gonna lift it up into a U. And then we're gonna carefully bend this around. Where those overlap, I'm pressing that together. I'm gonna take my brush, and on the inside seam, I'm gonna connect it. And then I can just sort of sit here and shape and figure out how this is gonna be round. A fellow who came in on date night with his wife, and he was a fabricator. And another fellow came in, he was a baker. My daughter had noticed this, and she goes, Mom, do you think there's a chance folks are more talented here? Because people are doing really well. And I do think it's a connection to their hands. With the scoring tool, we're gonna go ahead and score this bottom. We're gonna turn this upside down, put it in the round, and we're gonna push a little bit, and it leaves a mark. Just go right around that area, and then we're gonna put this right back on, let this be attached. So how we're gonna do that is with a little bit of gravity, go around with that needle tool, back to the cutting tool. We're gonna take the saran wrap and the pony roller. This is a rounder. So this is gonna go in the top, and this is gonna spin around around a few times. This is going to be its last memory. We fire those pieces in the kilns. They pick from glazed textiles, their colors, and then we glaze it in those colors. Takes a couple weeks. It's the one part that can't be fast. We're heavily focused on clay, but we're doing jewelry classes, and we're also doing oil painting. We have several jewelry artists that come in and teach from all over the country. So we have an oil painter from Easton who's just amazing. This is a lot of fun, and it sure is. I love it. We are passionate about it. We like to share it, but we also need support, and that's what's been so wonderful. We have some decorative work, and we actually have other artists work over there as well. We have several other potters that I've met in the area. We're helping them get the word out and get their pieces into other people's homes.
It's a great area, great people, and the studio here is fantastic. A little hidden gem.
I'm telling you, years it took me to get handles down, and then this one person invented this tool. There's a local market and a traveling market, and so it's just a nice mix here. And we're the lunatics that keep going north, but I'm like, okay, I think we found it. So guys, we've got a mug.
We look forward to seeing you for an eye appointment here with the team of eye care professionals at Stroudsburg Eye Specialists real soon. We are located right behind Friendly's in Tannersville. You can book your next appointment easily by scanning this QR code or visiting drkislin.com. In just a few clicks, you will have an appointment that is convenient and easy to book. Thank you for watching Eye on the Poconos. See you next time.